Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday morning edition of Mornings with Stanley. It's my Friday. Anyway, got Stanley here. Lucy's in the other room. And trying to think if there's anything else to say. Did my rowing today. Got 47 minutes of rowing. And took the dogs for a walk. Had a good breakfast. Got up a little late. My alarm went off. I was like, oh no, it's too early. So anyway, that's all I have to say. So I guess I'm just gonna kick this feller out of the room and get to the reading. No, you don't want to go, do you? Poor thing. Okay. We walked late because I got up late and encountered a dog he loves to bark at, and that dog just keeps on walking down the street like he's not there. And there's an armadillo up on our route, and he was just wanting to chase that armadillo. I was like, have you ever seen an armadillo before, Stanley? I think he wanted to play with it, and it's like, I don't think that armadillo wants to play with you. Look how it's running away. Anyway, here is our reading for Thursday of week 24, From Law to Grace. We come now to a very interesting sidelight on the mind of Paul. Nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of man, nor man of woman. For as woman was made from man, so man is now born of woman, and all things are from God. This is an interesting writing of the mind of Paul on a question which was vacillating in his mind. He slipped from the Christian position back to the law when he said in the previous verses, for man was not made from woman, but woman from man. Neither was man created for woman, but woman for man. This definitely put woman in an inferior position. Each time Paul put woman in an inferior position, he turned back to the Old Testament for authority. As here, in the place where he says the women should keep silence in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak, but should be subordinate, as even the law says. That's 1 Corinthians 14:34. In that place, he turns back to the law for authority, as he turned back to the first creation for authority for the above subordination of women. He slipped from grace to law to make women subordinate. In the passage above, he feels the pull of the Christian position. Nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of man, nor man of woman. For as woman was made from man, so man is now born of woman. Note the phrase, in the Lord. In the law, woman was not equal, but in the Lord, a person is a person for whom Christ died. Paul was pulled from in the law to in the Lord. Redeemed from the lower position of the law to the higher position of grace. The Christian faith redeems us not only from sin and evil, but also from lower forms of good. It redeems us from law to grace. I hear my feminist friends from a couple of days ago who are scowling at Jones for a passage he did. He wrote, celebrating him now. And this was Jones' position, I guess most of his ministry, if not all. I mean, he really was for full equality for women and men, for all the races. He was a man definitely ahead of his time, ahead of our time. Unfortunately, it seems that that people want to focus so much on that 1 Corinthians passage, and I mean, we just pick those few passages, and that's the foundation. And I don't think that that's what the Bible should be used for. And it's interesting how he disagrees with Paul. Are we allowed to disagree with the Bible? Are we allowed to say, I think you're wrong here, Paul? Interesting. I think it's our authority, but we have to wrestle with it. But Jones seems to be saying, they're not always right. And it's because of his relationship with Jesus. Here is our prayer for today. O Jesus, make all my law into grace, and all my lower conceptions into your higher. For I'm always being pulled back. All my half-truths and half-goods must be broken up and redeemed. I want to be fully redeemed. Amen. And our affirmation for the day. I am prone to slip from the best to the good and from the good to the bad. Save me from the first small step downward. Jesus is Lord.